I've been interested in trains and trolleys since I could talk. My first word was choo-choo. It's just been building up from there.
Indiana was once home to one of the largest electric rail networks in the country.
It started out of city networks, like with, they had mule cars, and then they went to street cars, the little electric ones, and someone got the bright idea, hey, we could take this little streetcar and we could make it a little bigger and a little faster. And Indiana had the most miles per capita. Every county road would have a little shelter, and you could flag it down and stop it, take you into whatever city you were headed to that was nearby.
As communities became more connected, the opportunities available to locals grew exponentially.
Especially the rural people that, they wouldn't have had access to a lot of things.
By the 1940s, cars and highways had effectively replaced the interurbans, with much of the old infrastructure being torn out in favor of pavement.
A lot of the interurbans, they went out of business and became power companies.
One by one, train cars scattered across the nation, in many cases left to rust away entirely, until a small group in Indiana stepped in.
The shortest possible version of the long, convoluted story is these cars were in danger of getting scrapped, and I happened to have a really good bonus that year from when I was working, and kind of fronted the money to save all the stuff with no real plan or no idea what to do, but luckily 4 or 5 of them thought, hey, that's kind of cool. Yeah, we should do this. And we formed a nonprofit and just kind of went from there.
What we have here, the 5 or 6 we have, are some of all that's known to be left in the state of Indiana. We looked at it from, these are irreplaceable pieces of Hoosier history.
We forget how our towns and cities were built and how they connect. So that is so important in Indiana. This really was the crossroads of the country.
Someone in 1900 couldn't even dream of what's happening in 1950, and the impact that this would have had on, somebody's life.
Once all the repairs on this trolley are complete, the Hoosier Heartland Trolley Company intends to get it out of the barn and into the hands of Hoosiers.
So we decided we're going to have a museum that's open to the public, that provides educational programs, that brings people together, not only by displaying the cars and having a traditional museum exhibit experience that you would typically think of, but an immersive experience through a heritage railroad where you can actually ride the trains, see what it was like 100 years ago. We want to make sure that folks can enjoy the electric railways as they were and really have that light bulb moment where they're like, oh, this is what it was like, this is why it was important.